فخامة الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي، الحضور الكريم، متغيرات عالمية عديدة وسريعة تؤثر على قطاع الطاقة في العالم، وقد أصبح من المؤكد أن مزيج الطاقة في المستقبل سوف يعتمد على كافة مصادر الطاقة المتنوعة، بما في ذلك المصادر التقليدية إلى جانب مصادر الطاقة منخفضة الكربون والمتجددة. ولذلك خصصنا هذه الجلسة الحوارية التي ستنطلق الآن للحديث عن التحول الطاقي وتأمين إمداداته وخفض الانبعاثات. يدير الجلسة السيد جون ديفتيريوس، محرر الأسواق الناشئة السابق بوكالة CNN وأستاذ الأعمال بجامعة نيويورك أبو ظبي. John, please join us on stage.
Rami, thank you very much for the kind introduction. Minister, it's great to be back. President El-Sisi, 3 years in a row. It's a delight that you're here in the front row so you can make your contributions, and my warm regards to your very competent cabinet. I was thinking they turned around the opening shot. I'm not sure if you saw it on the ministerial and all the private sector investors that are here today within 5 minutes for your welcoming remarks. You know, we're going to be dealing with the energy trilemma here and energies of the future. So we know accessibility, affordability, of course, and sustainability. But I think I wanted to add a fourth leg of that stool, and that is with speed. Coming out of COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, and then what we saw is the UAE consensus that the Minister and Chris talked about in the opening remarks. We need to move with speed on decarbonization. But at the same time, I have to commend this group in the audience. A year ago, we had the conversation, where's the natural gas going to come from? At the time, there was a panic because of Russia and Ukraine. And 4 years ago to this month, we had the shock of COVID. So this is an industry, and I think we should give a nice warm applause to yourselves for having that ability to be resilient and responding to the challenges today. Congratulations to the industry is what I say. I'm very cognizant of time. We have 25 minutes for our opening session. His Excellency has already announced, and we're delighted that he's putting together the Egypt Energy Show today, recognizing that transition. Let's welcome Dita Joel Jorgensen, the Director General of the Energy Department at the European Commission, to the stage. Great to see you. His Excellency Haytham Al-Ghaid, the Secretary General of OPEC, warm welcome to him. And Guangxi Shen, the Vice President for Infrastructure, of course, of the World Bank Group. Guangxi, welcome back to Cairo. Be careful. Thanks, Guangxi. Slippery when wet, but this is a slippery stage when dry, so just be careful getting across. If I can have all of you sit down. I think His Excellency is going to be speaking in Arabic. For those who don't speak Arabic, have your translation devices ready. They're right next to you on the table. Your Excellency, you talked about the energy trilemma and the moves here in diversification of the energy supply into green hydrogen. But I know there's great concerns because what I had mentioned here, the last 4 years have been incredibly challenging, right? You go look at COVID and the supply chain disruption, and then conflict with Russia and Ukraine. You can add another layer to it of complexity, of course, because of the conflict in your region and Egypt, a special role with this at the border with Israel, Hamas. And then we can't forget, in terms of the seaborne supplies, 10% of the oil and 8% of global gas going through Bab el-Mandeb. With this context, how do you get the support with the financial strain that we see today on Egypt to have the private sector recognize the need to make the transition, the role you're playing in Europe with natural gas supplies, to be able to meet to the commitments that you put forward on the transition? What are you looking for from international organizations and the private sector in terms of the support in this very critical window to deliver on a transition and still remain a reliable supplier?
شكرا جون على السؤال، والحقيقة انه يمكن سؤال في مكانه وفي توقيته. احنا يمكن مصر بدأت من سنوات الالتزام بكل التعهدات الخاصة بمؤتمرات الكوب المختلفة، ومرورا بتعهدات قمة باريس، ثم طبعا استضافتنا لمؤتمر كوب 27 شرم الشيخ ثم الاستكمال في دبي بقمة الإمارات كوب 28. الحقيقة أنه أنا بقول هذه المقدمة عشان أقول أنه مصر اختارت من بدري التحول الطاقي، وكانت ملتزمة في مزيج الطاقة بتاعها بالاختيار الأول وهو الغاز الطبيعي، اللي احنا النهاردة وصلنا في مزيج الهيدروكربونات والمحروقات اللي موجودة في مصر النهاردة أن 60% من الطاقة في مصر بيتم توليدها من خلال الغاز الطبيعي، سواء في الكهرباء، في الصناعة، في النقل والمواصلات والصناعات التحويلية، وال40% التانيين في منتجات البترولية الأخرى. ومن هنا احنا كمان التزمنا بكل الإجراءات الخاصة بتخفيض الانبعاثات، وانضمينا للتعهد الخاص بتخفيض انبعاث الميثان. فخامة الرئيس أعلن انضمام مصر سنة 22،